Hey everyone, welcome back to the shop. Gorilla Guitar Repair here. Got a cool Spector bass on the, or heading to the bench today. Here, let's open her up and you guys check it out. This, I'm not sure the year, but I believe it's a Czech Spector fan fretted white bass guitar. And this belongs to a good friend of the shop, Brienne. She's on tour right now with the band Tantric, so that's super cool. And wasn't really stoked about the onboard preamp in this one, and was having string issues, and I'll show you those in a second. But let's get this over to the bench. This is going to be a very basic video. All right, I apologize. Oh wow, this thing weighs a ton. So, our friend Brienne, or Bree, I believe is what she goes by, wasn't really thrilled about the EQ on this, and was having weird string. I mean, yeah, it's a low B, but check out what happens with these fan fretted basses, especially if you have to change your strings in the wild, and companies or stores don't keep extra long scale strings in stock. End up getting this thing happening here, where the wrap should be well over the nut. Both these strings aren't, so get lots of rattle and buzz, and the string doesn't act right because the mass is before the, you guys know how it works. So we ordered us some D'Addario NYXL super long scales, and hopefully those will fit more better. And let's see, we're gonna also change this preamp. So let's plug it in and just see how it sounds currently. I need to turn on this. Oh, and I already turned on vintage Lumens generator with custom red subscribe button. But you guys should still check out The Music Techs down here in Manchester, New Hampshire, 603-625-6110. We would love to fix your stuff. Pretty much fix anything musical. We also have a bunch of used parts, old parts, t-shirts, fun stuff. So yeah, stop on in. We're working on getting an online store going. That'll happen in the hopefully near future. Anywho, back to this. The neck has got a little bit of bow to it, but yeah, that's not good. All right, let's put that in the middle. Oh boy. All right, well, that's pretty much everything set at 5. Doesn't sound bad. I'm gonna say a little, maybe muddy, maybe. Although it's going through a guitar amp, so boy, that's annoying. Get some good strings on there. Okay, that's enough of that. Unplug. Let's get the strings off of this thing. We're gonna need some Bosch. Oop. Trigger warning. Okay. There we go. Where's my winder? All right. There we go. And what do you guys think of the fan frets, especially on these Spectors? I'm actually not a huge fan of fan frets on bass. I mean, I think bass is long enough, and I don't really think you gain anything by having an extra long string and a shorter one, personally. I mean, they're neat, but I don't know. Not my thing. They're cool on guitars, because it is kind of, if you're going to do low tunings, it is kind of cool to have a longer scale. I think basses like this, like she's seeing, it's hard to find. You have to make sure you have spare strings when you're on tour, because often music stores, like I said, aren't going to have ultra super duper long scales. Okay, take these off. Okay, get these out of the way. I don't know if I think she has other bases. You can keep them as spares, I guess. I don't know. There we go. Put that there. Oh, I don't like how they... Wow. Some great quality control. Check this out. Come on, Spector. Here, you guys, look at that. Oop. That string retainer screw. Oh, there we go. I mean, maybe try holding your drill upright when you do that. I'm not going to try to rebend that because it's really not going to hurt anything. It's just kind of silly that they didn't keep it as lined up as the pegs. I also would have angled, oh wow, boy, which way? I think I would angle it to match the nut maybe, or the tuning pegs. Which would you guys do? It looks like it's kind of should be angled either the other way. I don't know, I'd probably angle it to match this, but I didn't build it, so I can't do that. Sorry about my crap in the way. Let's get a accumulation of junk at this end of the bench. Tuners feel all right. All right, so let's get to this end of the base. I don't know if I'm going to do any soldering. These might be EMG quick connects. That would be fun. Let's open this up. This is the, let's see, EMG BQC system, SL. We are EMG dealers. If you guys need EMG stuff, we can get it. We're probably going to get some stuff for in stockage, you know, they sent us a list of all the stuff that sells well, and it's funny, like, it was a list of like 50 things, but one band had 7 or 8 different things on there, and granted some were the same pickups and different variations, but of their 50 top selling things, Metallica had 7 or 8 of the top things, and most of them were in like the top 10. All the Hetfield sets the Het sets are super popular, and they sound great. Okay, sure. Okay, hopefully this is what we need. Come on, I don't like ripping the boxes. Come on, open. There we go. Oof. All right, so we got everything we need here. Stuff. All right, there's the board, and we got some knobs. So we got the 4-knob system. That's cool. Bunch of new canobuses. That's nice. Some all the stuff. That. All right. This should be simple. I actually prefer the solder methods. I think it's cleaner and will last longer without issues, I think. Oh, look at that. That's when these bases try to really screw you over. These things fall out. How many are we gonna lose? Okay, just that one. Are these loose too? Ah, they're all loose. That's annoying. That's another thing I don't particularly love about when Spector did these fan frets is the angle's okay, it does work, but these saddles have to be really high, and the locking screws don't have much to grab on the bottom. Okay, so let's take this, put them over here. I'm way over there, where hopefully these gonna come out. All right, those two are good for now. Maybe. Stay. Okay. But yeah, if you drop those things, go to restring your bass and drop those on a stage or next to a stage, wherever you have to restring your broken string, good luck. Trigger warning. And let's see, this is... Oh, this is a Korean auto check. You guys probably yelling at me. That's Korean. So these are still Kramers? Is that... Okay, so what kind of preamp do we have in here? Is this just a... What is this? Oh, it's a dark glass. Huh. Usually people love these. All right, well, we'll see what the difference is, huh? Okay. So what kind of jack do we have? Oh, and already we're gonna have to solder because they give you this style jack, and we have to use... EMG should figure out that a lot of bases out there use these barrel jacks, and they should give you the option to have a barrel jack quick connect type of thing. Maybe that'll work, actually. I might be able to use those on that, actually. We'll find out. So let's get that out of here. Oh, I should remember what goes where. Try to keep it together. So what is this? What's the control layout on these? I forget what they do. So this one's got volume, balance, and then these. I think this is a mid sweep and bass treble. Yeah. So let's see what we got here. Balance, bass, treble. All right. That seems okay. Well, good enough. So things. What do we need here? Off of there. Why? Can't be still hold. That's why have press on and locking knobs. Why do that? It's annoying. Okay. You guys have an opinion on preamps for bass guitars? I know most, or a lot of Spector people like the Has style, and I don't believe it would fit in this one without modifications. Let's see, what are those, 11? Yep. That was not. Whoa. That out. And get our soldering iron. Where's my pliers? Okay. Come on. Is this on? Yeah, all right. Let's go there. Oh, jerk. There we go. Okay. This is going there. I don't think we need it for EMG, but we're gonna get rid of that. Come on. Okay, now, where do these come in? Man, so much extra wire. All right, let's get a bag, put all this stuff back. Don't lose the original parts. What do we got here? So do they? Oh, the pickups aren't quick connected on there. All right, so we are gonna have to solder. That's fine. Wow, we got so much extra wire here, and this is all wound together. Let's get this out like this, and we'll see what we're actually working with. Okay. There. All right. So we can disconnect stab myself. That would be smart. Let go. Okay, now, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to clip the pickup wires just so if somebody in the future needs a quick little diagram how it's done, there you go. Plus there's plenty of wire here. Okay, we'll get these up and out of the way. And that's how we do that. That way they stay out of the way while you're working on it. That in there. Save all the pads, dude. These knobs, because we're going to be switching to the EMG knobs. Okay. Alright, that's all the stuff. Cool. Let me clean the solder off this. Whoop, you guys aren't. Oh, what happened? My gimbal like froze in a weird spot. That's all right. Let's see if it'll turn back on. That was weird. Whoa. Oh, I see. Yeah, hold on. It's out of power. It's dying. Ready, set, pause. All right. Now we got a holder that's not going to fall asleep on us. Okay, let's get back to business. And that's in the case. Open up all this stuff. There we go. All open. Guess I should have put away that knife, huh? So much packaging. And I found something out while I was talking with EMG, signing up to be a dealer and whatnot. They build everything pretty much on demand. And they do it pretty fast. But yeah, they build everything made to order, essentially. Which is pretty cool. All right, which is this? What is this one? Which one's which here? I don't know. Balance control and BTS. Master volume is one of these. Volume. Okay. Let's see, volume was that. Balance there. Okay. Alright, let's do this in time-lapse mode because it's going to be just kind of boring assembly. And thanks for watching again. We'll see you at the next part. All right, we have gotten this thing back together. After these, whenever you convert something, these quick connects always make more work because I had to make new quick connects because the only thing that connects to this is a quick connect, and then I had to not use the power. I could have, you know, made the power go in there, but we just wired that all together because that's how it works. All right, let's see if it actually functions. Put battery back in. Ooh, this battery box seems a little. Should be fine. Okay. What do you think? What do you guys think? It's gonna work? No explosions yet. Uh-oh. No. Why? No. All right. I've realized I've made an error. So we need to remove that heat shrink and add one more. I forgot that this is an active balance pot. Should be included in by the capacitor on it, right? But it is, and it was not getting any power. So I'll bet you that was why we weren't getting any signal. I'm not used to having to power up a potentiometer. I mean, a balance pot. Okay, all right. So again, just often these solderless systems require both solder and more effort. Okay, we need some more heat shrinkage. Okay, more. It's a lot of stuff to power off one battery. Oh, my soldering iron's off. All right, now that my soldering iron is back up to temperature, let's solder this. And yeah, this is a lot of juice, a lot of things to power off one 9-volt. Maybe someday we'll put a double 9-volt box in there. Not going to change the tone really. It'll just give you more runtime. I think we're going to need a bigger piece of heat shrink. Okay. And we'll do it just like this. Ha. Tricky. But yeah, totally forgot that that's an active balance pot. And the idea of that is that you don't get that little, sometimes in the middle, you either get like a clicky thing happening or it does not, it loses a little bit of output in the middle. This helps to prevent that. Okay, now let's see if we have signals. Batteries back in. Okay, come on, second time's charm. Yay! It's just, we were not. Woo! That was it. That was the problem. Always power up your things. Make sure all your things have power. Okay. Put a zip tie back down in here. Keep everything all nice and neat like. Doing that because there's that bridge ground is still there, and I don't want to take it out, but I don't want it to like come in contact with things either. Which way? Where is it? I don't want to bend those little pins. What's this? Oh no! Oh no! Look at that! I lost a piece of heat shrink. That's not good. That is not good at all. That would cause bad things to happen. I'm getting low on my black heat shrink. I'll use a piece of blue. How about that? Okay, where'd my lighter go? This time stay. Okay, there we go. That back down in there. And over like that. And if I can get this there. There it This is, oh, come on. Why? This thing is about to not have a zip tie. I think it's going to do really a lot. Where's that ground wire? There we go. Problem solved. You don't need it, and I'm sick of trying to make a zip tie just for one little wire that doesn't need to be there anyway. Okay, now that looks good. Get the back on. Make sure there's that piece of zip tie. I mean, heat shrink. Oh, another chunk. All right, get this thing back together. I just don't like that bit. These are machine screws that they didn't put wood anchors. So these are just machine screws, and there's no wood anchors in there. These are going right into the wood. So we're gonna be really careful. We're gonna hand tighten those. Yeah, that would just love to strip out. If I had some wood anchors of that size, I would put them in for her, because eventually these are going to strip out, but I don't have any. Okay, let's get our cannabises on there. Now we can shut off soldering iron for real. Oh, there they are. All right. And EMG in their packaging. They put literally a nut and one washer in one bag, and then had like 6 of those bags. Why? Can't you just put it all in one bag? No. Okay, is this the same as this? It'd be a lot easier with the one I have. I think no. Thanks. All right. Let's make sure these are all. Is there a detent on those lower ones? Can't. I think so. Can't grab them. That is really silly. Okay. That's cute. The indicator says EMG. Alright, so let's put that one in there. Maybe I have one that'll work, because these are a lot easier if you have a long handle. Oh yeah, we got it. Oh no, but we can tighten it up with this now. Okay. Okay. There we go. There's all the way. That'll look good. All right, you want to see the most annoying things about EMG pickups and these stack pots and the knobs they give you? This should not move when you move this one works okay, but you got to find like the perfect spot. And it's like, this is your stuff, EMG. It should work with itself, you know? How about that? Oh, no, see? All while trying to keep all the logos lined up the right way, because that's got to go there. Maybe I can get it a little taller. Just like that, maybe that will do it. But I know that set screw is like right at the top of the shaft. Giggity. Oh, okay. I think maybe. Did we get it? I think we got it. All right. Sweet. But yeah, that's annoying. Fix it, EMG. Okay. Well, that's all on there. Boy, these frets are in need of a little bit of a polish. I'm going to take this out back and give it a quick buffing. You guys have seen that part. We'll do that, and then I'll time-lapse out some string installation, and then we'll tone test it. That's gonna fall out. That's just gonna fall out. Okay. And as long as we're right here, let's double check all these screws. Make sure they're all, oh, that one wasn't. That one was pre-stripped, but it's still got a little more. That's cool. Oh, that one needed more. Okay. Be right back. All right, now that the fingerboard's all nice and shiny, so I bet those gears need to be tightened. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Yep. Yep. Okay. Got a quick wipe down. And we'll put packaging back in the case, because these are codes here. You can get free stuff from D'Addario, so that's cool. Okay, let's see. Hopefully, this string is long enough. Okay, get that in there. It still isn't. Well, boo. Is the E? Let's just see here. I guess we'll have to set it up with that open core on that E, because unless we order... Okay, the E works. We can make the B work. All right. That's how it came. Actually, from the factory, it came with the B string with open core, tapered core down there. I don't like it, but that's how it's going to have to be. No pun intended. All right. I believe the core of this B string is a little thicker than the other one, so hopefully this works. I know we can, I think, what's that string by mail company? Stringjoy. I think they do custom, you have to send them all your measurements of the strings, which we could do. Let's see how this works. A little disappointed in Spector and D'Addario right now. I guess I'm not disappointed with the Dario. They've been making the same products forever. Spector, however, should have taken time to be like, wait a minute, can people get strings for these things? So, kind of mad at Spector on this one. You know what we could do? Because this is top loader. If we could move this forward just a little bit. Look at this. Can I make it? It's like, if I could even get it to that. So what do we gotta, how much do we have to move this thing? But we have to have room for the saddle to be moved back for proper intonation. We need like, what do we got here? It's 15 millimeters about. Let's see what we got on this end to work with. And that'll stretch a little more, so we could say 14 millimeters. Do we have that and the ability to move that back? Just barely. So if I moved this forward, I could change out that strip screw head if I have any of those. Let's see how this looks. We're going to take this off and take a look. Not that bit. Come on. Okay. So, okay, there's no other holes, so we can move this forward to like there. Yeah, I think we're gonna do that. So it was there, and if we just get it that much more, I think it'll be enough. Let's find out what that, oh, these aren't even, it looks like about, yeah, maybe a little less than that. I'll find a shim that's the right thickness. How about that? Oh yeah, that's perfect. So put that there. Oh, they had it wider, so maybe another shim. Let's see if that's good. Get off me. There we go. That'll do. So now move that forward by like that much. A little more, yeah. I think we'll be able to, we can always turn this saddle around. Yes, we can. All right, so we're moving that to there. And we're gonna do that. Okay, that's centered. Like that. At Rondo, we were the first ones to do a mass-produced fan fret. Had to do the same thing. All the early interceptors, scepters that had fan fret bridges like this, if you pulled up almost, on some of them I had to do all of them. They all didn't line up right. There we go. Let's give this a little more of a, wow. Man, if I chuck this thing up right, Jeez. Okay. Thought that was broken. I'll lube these screws. I unfortunately don't have a correct one to match this one that's a little chewed up, but it'll work. Put it in the back. That way you won't see it. Okay, there's that. This is gonna work, and we're gonna win. Okay. Give my hand final torquage. There. There. Get that lube out of there. Okay. Let's try this again, shall we? Oh, we're gonna need to move that back. Let's see which. I think it's the one I'm missing. There it is. I believe it's this one. Yep. Okay. And let's try that right there. I'm betting that's going to be dang close. Well, we have that open. Let's cut this a little bit. Make it a nicer transition. There we go. Okay. Let's try that now. We're a lot better. We're a lot better. I couldn't really go forward anymore, but that's a lot better, and I think that's going to make a difference. Here, let's go up here. It's at least going to get this level up onto the nut, which is a lot better. It'll make it so it doesn't buzz, hopefully. Didn't have my drill prepped. All right. Whoops, wrong one. Oh yeah. Oh, we won. That'll do. That'll do, donkey. Cool. This was a fighter today. Okay, flex. I think to my ears it sounds a little cleaner, a little more of that growl that these things are supposed to have. Neck looks okay. I think I'm gonna leave it. Oh, we got plenty of room up on top. No rattles. That was a success. Oh, let's see if it intonated. That might make a difference, huh? Oh, I could bring it forward even more. So it works. We're not gonna mess with it further, but I could bring this saddle thing more forward. Let's try that. I guess if we had to, I could, but I think this is fine. This will do. All right, we have moved out front because there's a bunch of junk on my bench right now, and I finished up this here Spectrified bass, and again, didn't hit the last recording. You could have missed me. You missed me fighting with these knobs because these bottom parts. I thought it's. I don't know. I thought it was in there. Apparently, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But these things are a real pain. EMG. You guys should pay attention. You should make either these bottom ones slightly bigger or the top ones slightly smaller, because if you don't get the setting just absolutely perfect and then never bump them again, often when you move one or the other, it'll move the other one. You know what I mean? You move this one, the top will move, or vice versa. So you guys need to make these top ones a little bit smaller. That's all you need to do. Just a little bit. Okay. Glad we had this talk. But yeah. So back together. Works. Saw me move the saddle forward, so that seems to be working pretty good. We got the up to right, just as close as we can possibly be. I think it's going to work just fine because it's right up there. So yay. And Spector, you guys need to figure this part out. Okay, you could very easily move this forward a little bit more. If I did any more, it'd look goofy, but this one could, look how much room this one has to go forward. Okay, this could move, we could move all these forward. But anyway, we're out front because my bench is a mess, like I said. And plus I can show you, look, we got more So Ugly They're Amazing bowling shirts. Here, check these things out. Look at this. Look at that. Oh, we got an animal one. We got that. Some guitar ones, but those go. There we go. There's an ugly guitar shirt. Oh, that one's actually kind of cool. What do we got here? Oh, that's cool. Nice. Wow. Now I'm getting distracting myself. All right. Various sizes. Sweatshirts. We gotta get more sweatshirts. We're getting into winter times. All the t-shirts over here. Look at them all. Look at them. And of course, the bad translation t-shirt. Look at this thing. If you can see the little word, it's like lineared skirt. All right. Anyway, let's do a test of this here bass on a jig, and I'm gonna need to set up over there where the bass amp is, behind those t-shirts and all of our used parts. And look at all those truss rod covers on that rack. And then we got Graphtech, D'Addario, Ernie Ball, Martin, working on Elixir. But all right, end of shameless self-promotion down here at The Music Techs in Manchester, New Hampshire. 603-625-6110. All right, ready, set, pause. Okay, let's get ourselves all plugged in here. I should have brought in my Spector. Compare a vintage one to, whoops, dropping my pick. Compare a vintage one to a modern one with Has versus EMG. Power, all right. Okay. So we got the amp. This is an Ampeg BA210. This pick is way too thin. I cannot play bass with that pick. Are there any fake picks in this bin? Everybody's using these wimpy picks. Ugh. Why, you people with the wimpy picks? Ooh, there we go. There we go. That one's a little better. I know I shouldn't use pick for a bass. Okay, so we got the amp controls pretty much set to 5 across the board. Ultra low engage. We'll put the ultra low on because it sounds better. Give it a bit more volume. pretty good. To slap 5-string spacing's not right for me. buzz. I think I'm going to bring that string up just a little bit. Oops. Fan frets, man. I can even feel it's a little low. That saddle probably was caught on that screw and settled a little bit.